Much of the country is focused on Hurricane Florence as she moves in with high winds and pounding rains. But further north, there is a stunning disaster unfolding in Massachusetts. Trace Gallagher joins us now with the latest on literally dozens of fires north of Boston. Trace, what is going on?
Well, as one of the fire chiefs said, Shannon, this has got to be what Armageddon looks like. This was a series of rapid fire gas explosions affecting 3 communities north of Boston. We're talking about Lawrence, Andover, and North Andover. There is still no breakdown on exactly how many homes exploded or burned, but the number is certainly in the dozens. One official estimated 20 homes lost in Lawrence, 20 in Andover, and 25 in North Andover. There were so many fires burning at once that some were left unattended because there just weren't enough firefighters to go around. We have also confirmed tonight that one person was killed in Lawrence when a brick chimney from an explosion collapsed on the car he was in. The victim was just 18. There are also several injuries. All of the destroyed and damaged homes are customers of Columbia Gas. The cause is thought to have something to do with a gas pressure issue, but the investigation is clearly in the early stages. The Massachusetts State Fire Marshal's Office has sent an investigation team to the scene, and the FBI is also monitoring all 3 communities. In those communities affected, there are 51,000 customers, and all of them of Columbia Gas have been told to get out. Here's the Andover town manager. Watch.
We are asking our residents with gas service to remain evacuated from their homes. We're going through a process with the utility, identifying which areas of town that this most impacted in order to provide an accurate timeline of when people may be able to return to their homes.
Yeah, the timeline's very unclear. It could take weeks to get answers and get people back into their homes. Columbia Gas has issued a statement saying their first responsibility is to ensure the safety of their customers. They are clearly reminding people in or near the affected areas not to light matches, candles, or use anything that might cause a spark. In just the past few years, there have been deadly gas explosions in Maryland, New York, Pennsylvania, and in California. Tonight, all of the fires in Massachusetts have been extinguished. Shannon.
All right, Trace, thank you very much.
Now, a series of gas explosions have set fire to dozens of homes in the United States and the state of Massachusetts in particular. The blasts in 3 towns north of Boston are thought to have been caused by the rupture of an overpressurized gas line. Olivia Krellin reports.
On fire, flattened, and up in smoke. These are homes from 3 communities north of the U.S. city of Boston, Massachusetts, destroyed in the wake of an apparent natural gas pipeline rupture. A total of 70 fires, explosions, or investigations of gas were reported. Local authorities responded, evacuating hundreds, and some 50 fire departments rushed to the scene. With the cause of the blast still unclear, the Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker said safety and shelter were the first priority.
There'll be plenty of time later tonight, tomorrow morning, and into the next day to do some of the work around determining exactly what happened and why and what needs to be done to deal with that. But the focus in the short term is to make sure that we do everything we can to provide shelter for people who need shelter.
At least 1 person has died and 12 have been injured. Investigators suspect overpressurization of a gas main led to the series of blasts and fires. The Columbia Gas Company, who supply gas to the area, say it is investigating what has happened. Earlier that day, it had said it would be upgrading gas lines in neighborhoods across the state, but it's not clear if this was one of the locations where work was planned. With residents supplied by the company unable to return to their homes and many in the dark about the state of their properties, it may take days to work out what has happened here and weeks for those affected to return. Olivia Krellin, BBC News.
Stay with us on BBC News. Still to come.